A rainy Sunday is a perfect time to look at 5 Bitcoin polls and try to decipher what they mean for what people think is going to happen in the future. The first poll is, what are you most excited for or more excited for? The Bitcoin halving or a Bitcoin ETF? You can see there were 62 votes there. And the winner was by 75% the Bitcoin halving. Now, this doesn't surprise me because the Bitcoin halving is something that in theory will happen, whereas the Bitcoin ETF is still a
when it will happen, not if it will happen.
I don't know. The Bitcoin ETF is not as sure to happen as the halving is for many people in Bitcoin and crypto. So I think maybe that's why they're more excited. It's tough to get excited around something that may or may not happen, even though if you follow this channel and you follow Bitcoin, you know that a Bitcoin ETF seems more of a when than an if. But I was still pretty surprised by this voting. 74% to 26% is a lot. The next poll is, when will Bitcoin crack 100K? The options are Q2 of 2024, Q3 of 2024, Q4 of 2024, or just in the year 2025. Now, as you can see here, I voted that it would be in Q4 of 2024, but most people voted that it would be actually in the year 2025. So leave a comment below because I'd really be interested to know when you think Bitcoin is actually going to crack 100K. The third poll is, Bitcoin hits 100K. What are you doing? Now, like all this stuff we do here, this is more edutainment, right? This is not financial advice. So when Bitcoin hits 100K, what are you doing? Here are the options. HODLing, selling 50%, selling more than 50%, or I lost my keys to my cold storage. I sincerely hope that the last one is just a joke, and if you click on that, that actually didn't happen to you. The answer is HODLing. 73% of people say HODLing. This does not surprise me because I do think in the next bull run, 100K will just be the 6-figure marker that we go through, but I don't think it will be the ceiling. Once again, this is not financial advice. The fourth poll, what would you rather acquire and hold to 2026? This was an interesting one. 1 Bitcoin, 10 Ethereum, or 0.5 Bitcoin and 5 Ethereum. What do you think the answer was going to be here? I said 0.5 Bitcoin and 5 Ethereum, probably just to maybe shake it up. But as any maxi or any Bitcoiner or anyone who's kind of looking at this as a very long-term play, 1 Bitcoin got 73% of the answers. And finally,
this is the last poll that we're going to share today,
but I find it to be one of the more intriguing ones. What's Bitcoin's all-time high in the next bull run? Here we go. This is where super speculation comes in. Once again, this is not financial advice. This is education, entertainment, edutainment. Here we go. 75K to 100K. 100K to 125K, 125K to 175K, or 175K plus. Now, before I show this in your head, say it out loud, what you think this is. You could even leave a comment before I go to the next slide. Let's go to the next slide. 35% of people think it will be between 125 to 175K, which is also what I voted. I think that that's wild enough that it seems crazy, but conservative enough compared to some of the other estimates that people have thrown out. I think Kathy Wood said she thinks Bitcoin is going to go in the next bull run to even $1 million. Other people have over 500,000. So I feel like it's a good price point. But what do you think? Please follow and subscribe for more content. And if you're not doing so already, make sure you follow us on YouTube where I put up polls like this all the time. Thanks.